Shalom, brothers and sisters. It's your brother Yazariela from the Northern Kingdom, bringing some edification for you Negro, Latino, and Indigenous who are the biblical Israelites. And before we start, we want to give all praise and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Barakatham, Rakakadash. The Yahweh being the name of the Lord, not Jehovah, or God, or Yah, or Ahaya. It's Yahweh, the creator of all, the Ancient of Days. Bahasham is in the name of, and Yahweh Shai is the one you guys call Jesus or the Christ, technically speaking. And we give double honors to our elders in GMS, where we learn the truth. Shalom to the apostles, the bishops, and to the men down on the highways and byways, giving the 100% truth day and night. Shalom to you and your households. And shalom to the elect, Labakar in the Hebrew, the house of David being rebuilt as we speak. Shalom to you. And shalom to the speckled birds who are among the heathen nations that look like the heathen nations, but return to the house of Israel and are being edified by these videos. Shalom to you. The date today is January 18th of 2026. And according to the year, it is the year of apostates, sellouts, and agents. Okay? Because there are many false prophets, of course, which the scriptures had warned us. And now the ones that creeped in unawares are teaching false doctrine. Okay, so we have that. And then there's brothers that are following out this truth. Okay, because many are called but few are chosen. And of course, Esau has infiltrated the camps. So we know we have agents among the camps. But that's all part of this truth, this ministry, that we know what we're getting into. So a lot of people don't understand that this world has but a little time left. It's like go getting milk and it's expired. Okay? This world, okay, this cosmos, as it says in the Greek, has a certain time that it's going to be rain and not 1 second more. Okay? And the time that the people, which would be called the third heaven, right? Because there's three heavens, which means rulership. And the people that are ruling this world are the Edomites, which would be the so-called Caucasian people, or what they call themselves since 1681, white people, right? Which are all false narratives or colloquial terms that they made up anyways. But according to the scriptures, they are the Edomites, the Idumeans, the wicked, or the devil that rules this world. Okay? And their time is coming to an end. Tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock. Everything you see around you is about to disappear. Okay? And that's talking about the whole planet, the whole system, how it is. It's about to disappear. There's but a few days and months left in this empire. There's going to be a changing of the guard. Okay? And the scriptures tell us this. So we're like watching a game, okay? And we're commenting on this game. The men of the Lord are the commentators, right? So you see a game like soccer. This guy passed the ball to this guy passed the ball, this guy hits the ball, makes a goal, right? We're giving you the play-by-play of what's happening in the society according to the scriptures. Okay? So that's what you have to understand, that the commenting is going to come to an end as well. Because that is prophecy, the famine of the word. And we're seeing it creeping along, chugging along. Okay? So these videos, these epistles, the camps, it's all coming to an end, brothers and sisters. So get it while it's getting good, because when you're gonna not see it is when you're gonna need it, and the scriptures talk about that they will be seeking it to and fro from the east to the west. So let's go to the scriptures and get a little bit more understanding of the times we are living. This is Isaiah 24:4. The earth mourneth and fadeth away. Okay, so let's look up really quick. Yeah, edits.
Strong's H776. Eretz.
Eretz, right? The whole earth, opposed to heaven, earth inhabitants, country, territory, region, the land of Canaan. Sha'al, the land without return, under the world, right? So, the earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languishes and fadeth away, right? Because this world is coming to an end. It's expiring. It's coming to an end. Like you see an animal, a dog that's dying. Okay, it's coming to an end. You can hear yelp and then all of a sudden lay down, and that's it. It's not going to get up. The world languishes and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. The earth is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, right? First and foremost, the Israelites didn't keep up their part. But the other nations have conspired, okay? When you read Psalms 83, that they've been confederate against us, right? They have, Esau has perverted this world. Changed the ordinances, broken the everlasting covenant, right? Because he's changed everything. Calendars, names of the nations, the times, everything, okay? That's why this world is full of lies. Verse 6, therefore hath the curse devoured the earth, right? Because first and foremost, the Israelites were cursed. And you can read that in Deuteronomy 28:15-68. But when Esau, okay, started reigning, that was a different kind of curse, because the wicked are in power and the people mourn. Okay, that's a different curse, right? Therefore hath the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore, the inhabitants of the earth are burnt, and a few men left, right? Because that's going to happen. What's going to happen? World War III. Okay, what do they tell you? That a man of the Lord is going to be as fine as a wedge of Ophir. Okay, Ophir was what you would call the Americas in the time of King Solomon, which was the finest gold at that time. And the men of the Lord are going to be looked at as that gold, that fine gold, right? Because the Lord has brought us through the furnace. That's the times we're coming into, brothers and sisters, all right? Verse 9, they shall not drink wine with a song. Strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it, right? Because remember what this place is. This is the place of drawing waters. This place is not for us to enjoy. This is not a place of rest. Okay, this is a place of our punishment, of our slavery. Okay, look at the name that was put on this country, America. Okay, which is a corruption of the Italian word amergo. Okay, which amergo, if you know some Spanish, is not that far from the Spanish. Okay, amergo in Spanish is amargo, which means bitter. Okay, and that's what it means in Italian, bitter. This place is bitter. Just like when you celebrate the Passover, what do you have to have? Of a clean animal, right? Unblemished, and bitter herbs and unleavened bread. Okay, why the bitter herbs? Because it foreshadows the time we were in Egypt, and it was a foreshadowing that it was going to come, that we were going to be in the land of our captivity in the end, which would be Mystery Babylon, aka America, and this place is a place of bitterness for our people. Okay, strong drinks to them, to bitter to them that drink it, right? Because when they're talking about this drink, it's talking about slavery. Okay, even in Jeremiah, it tells you that we weren't supposed to drink of the cup, that we got drunk. But now, what's going to happen? The other nations are going to have to drink of this cup. Okay, they have to drink the dregs. Look that word up, dregs. Okay. Verse 10, the city of confusion. What is the city of confusion? Babylon. Mystery Babylon. What is Babylon? Confusion. The city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up that no man may come in, right? Because what's happening? Martial law is going to come pretty soon, right? Jacob's trouble is upon us. Okay? Jeremiah 30:7. That's the times we're in. They're scooping up people. They're making people disappear. You would have to say that a time like this would be almost a reflection of Nazi Germany in the 1930s. Gestapo in the streets, people kicking down doors and making you disappear, putting you in detention centers. Sounds familiar, right? That already happened, but it's happening again. There's a crying for wine in the streets, because wine is also known as a philosophy, right? All the joy is darkened and the mirth of the land is gone, right? Because the good times are gone. People are working 1 or 2 or even 3 jobs to make ends meet right now in America. People are just working for what? Rent, their fuel, their car. They're not living right now. People are just existing. And that's why people are losing it. So all the mirth of the land is gone. People are finding out. That's it. America's dead, right? They tell you that. And the city is left desolation, and the gate is smitten with destruction. When thus it shall be in the midst of the land among the people, there shall be as a shaking of an olive tree, and as the gleaning grapes when the vintage is done. Right? Because when you're gathering the olives or nothing, what do? They shake the trees to get the olives. Okay, and then that's it. The trees are stripped of the fruit. So that's what it's telling you, that it's like the vintage is gone. It's done. Once you collect it, that's it. There's nothing you can collect. Verse 16, from the uttermost part of the earth have we heard songs, even glory to the righteousness. So these songs is talking about the elect of the nation of Israel. Okay? The men in the highways and byways proclaiming this truth, the gospel. Right? That's the sweet song that the Lord is hearing. Okay? And who tells you in Revelation that nobody knew this song but the 144,000. Even glory to the righteous. But I said, my leanness, woe unto me. The treacherous dealers have dealt treacherously. Yes, the treacherous dealers have dealt very treacherously, right? Because Esau's running this world. But we found out this truth, who we really are. So from the outermost part of the earth, the elect are waking up all over the world and finding out who they really are. That they're not Japanese, that they're not Arabs, that they're the children of Israel. Okay? That are waking up in these last days, finding out who they are. And that is prophecy, brothers and sisters. Biblical prophecy. Okay? The treacherous dealers have dealt treacherously. Yeah, the treacherous dealers have dealt very treacherously. The earth is utterly broken down. The earth is clean dissolved. The earth is moved exceedingly, right? Because what's going to happen? When the Lord comes, he's going to make war. He's coming with his legions of angels, not to give hugs and high fives and have bonbons. No, the Lord is bringing the sword to bring division, to bring death to a lot of people, including 2/3 of the nation of Israel. Verse 20, the earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard. And this is going to happen because of the intercontinental ballistic missiles. Every intercontinental ballistic missile that is on this earth is going to be launched against the United States. So all these ICBMs, all these missiles that have been made, that are in Russia and France, in Germany, they're all going to be launched against the United States and fall within that 1 hour to destroy, which is Mystery Babylon, aka America, the whore. And what's going to happen? That the whole earth is going to move off its axis. Okay? The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, and shall be removed like a cottage, right? It's going to move off its axis. And the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again, right? Because that is the end of this world. That Esau is the end of this world. We're going to have to get that. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall punish the host of the high ones that are on the high, and the kings of the earth upon the earth, right? Because that's even in the book of Revelation, that he's connecting all the crowns. Okay? So the people that are reigning are the Edomites. That's coming to an end. And the other nations. That's coming to an end. And they shall be gathered together as prisoners, right? Because what's going to happen? That these elites, these Illuminatis, okay, are going to be hiding in their bunkers, right? The scriptures talk about this. That they're going to be in submarines under the sea. That they're going to be in space, right? Trying to hide World War III and the bombs. But what's going to happen? The Lord is going to activate the 144,000, and these elites, these Rothschilds, these bankers are going to be the first slaves of the kingdom of heaven. Okay, and it's telling you this here. And they shall be gathered together as prisoners are gathered in the pit, and shall be shut up in prison, and after many days shall they be visited. Then the moon shall be confounded, and the sun ashamed. Then Yahweh of hosts shall be reigned in Mount Zion and in Jerusalem, and before his ancients gloriously. So that's talking about the end of World War III, right? They're gathering the elites, and then it's talking about Joel 3, right? Because the blood moon, they're not going to be able to see the stars and all this stuff. This is talking about Joel 3. And then finally in Zion, right? When they're going to start reigning on this earth. Jerusalem is going to be the capital. So let's get that. Salaki. So this is 2 Ezra chapter 6 verse 8. And he said unto me from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. Verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Call Halal Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Barakatham, Barakah Kedash, and he that hath ears, let him hear. Shalom.